Welcome to another video from Gweilo 60. This is a video that I didn't want to make. There's a lot of people that come to China from different places around the world, and they make up things about their past life, and that's okay. I've met fighter pilots, I've met multi-millionaires, I've met teachers, I've met preachers, I've met all these type of people in mainland China. I've met guys that were supervisors at Walmart. I've met people that are truck drivers. Hey, Fred, James, whatever you want to be called. You know, I've met all these people, and you can pretty well tell who's telling you the truth and who's not. And if they want to live a lie, well, that's their shtick, I guess. You know what I mean? I've been bashed. Daniel Dumbrell's being bashed. Nathan Rich is being bashed. Alex from Reporter 5 Media is being bashed. Matt from Gweilo Nation is being bashed. Everybody's being bashed, and I've as I say, I've tried not to make this video just for the fact that I don't like to promote anti-China YouTubers. But then I thought to myself, well, even if people already know who this turd is, and they're going to look at his stuff, they're not going to. If you're a subscriber of this turd, you go over there right now and unsubscribe. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You can go to his channel and you can put as many comments as you want on there, but he'll just delete them, or he's pre-screening everything, so don't waste your time. Yes, Cory Selby, Prime in China. And this is the real tale. I have been holding on to documents for over a month. I've, you know, the YouTube community knows. I even told Winston Sturzel about a month ago about this guy. It didn't seem to make any difference. Each to their own, you know what I mean? Like, it's up to each individual how to do this. And before this video is over, Gweilo 60 is going to read Cory Selby's full police report on 3 counts of animal abuse. But back to what I was saying before, because I digress, you know me. People want to be something that they're not if they have no life in the real world, as they call it, back home in the United States or Europe or whatever. This case, Independence, Missouri. Okay, I'm a millionaire. No. When did you become a millionaire? Between 2014 and 2020? Because in 2014, when you got arrested for 3 counts of animal abuse, Daddy had to come and pay your bond. You got out on a $1,000 bond. You could only come up with $250. Daddy had to come up with $375, and then he had to give an IOU to the bondsman for another $375. Yes, I have all the documentation, and I'll tell you how to get the documentation at the end of this video. It will be in the description, I guarantee you that. Okay, so you're not a millionaire, so obviously you don't own 30 houses. You know, like, people, I'm a millionaire, I got 30 houses. Well, no, you can't pay your $1,000 bond, and you got no houses. You're living with your aunt in Quincy, Illinois right now. Everybody knows that, and you say, oh no, not me. Whatever. You know, this is such a downer that I don't know how to put a good spin on it, guys. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. Investing Prime. Okay, I went to the University of Chicago and got a degree. Checked with the University of Chicago, they never heard of you. Okay, maybe somebody at the University of Chicago made a mistake. I don't know, but it's easy to find out. You pay $17 and they'll tell you, you give them a name and they'll tell you, has this person ever been to the university? And they'll either say, well, yeah, we know that person who went through this. You know, it's a thing that employers will do to check out on potential employees. Okay, what else? You know, the idea, where the hell is Quinn? Where is Cory Selby's wife? Every time somebody asks him on one of his live streams or whatever, he says she's in the bathroom. She can't be living in the bathroom, okay? And now we get into 3 counts of animal abuse. This is one of the sickest stories I have ever come across in my life. And I'm telling you guys, I ran a collection agency in northern Saskatchewan for 25 years. I've seen and heard just about everything. And I could tell you frickin' horror stories. And I could tell you stuff that is just right off the wall. But it's not about me this time. It's about you, Cory Selby, and you wanted your 15 minutes of fame. You even went on a video and saying, tell the world, I don't care. And I think that's because you can't be famous on YouTube. You've been doing it for how long? You got 3,500 subscribers. Why would 3,500 people subscribe to your ass? Anyway, that's beside the point. So you figure, well, geez, I'm not going to make it this way, so maybe I can be infamous instead of famous. One of his recent videos had a reference to Luca Magnotta. Yeah, the guy that killed the Chinese person and cut him up into little pieces, and you know what I mean? He started out killing kittens. And there was a reference to that in the hoodie with the kitten in one of his videos, in one of Prime's videos. So he's obsessing over this. This would never have come to light. I gotta thank Daniel Dumbrow for starting it on a Twitter feed. CGNTE, sorry if I got that wrong, guy, has done a couple of videos, but see, he doesn't have all the information. He's got bits and pieces from what people have told him. Me, Gweilo 60, I have the entire file from start to finish. Every time a new bash video comes out about myself or one of my friends, you know, we've got a really good community here in China. Everybody's positive. You see, I'm not sure why people bash me, probably because of my bubbly personality. Maybe it's because I'm opinionated. Well, look at my background. I promote China. I promote poor places in China for tourism. I run a charity to assist poor rural Chinese children to have a better life. I've taken care of my wife's family because they were really poor, bought them a house, made sure that they had everything that they needed up until the day her mother died. Oh geez, you know, that could be too, because in 2014, that's 3 years I think Cory's mom died in 2011, so maybe this could have triggered something mentally, psychologically, that just put him into a downward spiral. But you know, it doesn't matter, because in this video I'm going to give him as much love and support as he gave 2 dogs that died and one that just about died under his care, starved to death, you betcha. The idea that he was living, and I'll read the police report. You guys will get the skinny from the police officer's mouth. He was living with a dead, bloated bulldog named Bruno, full of maggots, so bloated that the skin was peeling off the meat in his bedroom. This is not normal behavior, okay? Watching an animal starve to death is cruel beyond belief. You know, these critters rely on us as their owners to make sure that they're fed, they're taken care of, they have a place to live, medical, if that's what it is, but they rely on you for everything, and they cannot tell anybody if they're being abused. So the level of care that an animal needs is pretty basic, guys. You know, to let a dog starve over an extended time period is just pure evil. Is just pure evil. You know, but to let 2 dogs die in your care is just pure evil. Is this guy psychotic? I don't know. I do believe that he was probably a bully in high school, and he figures that by trying to tear other people down, he's somehow lifting himself up to make himself stronger, to make himself better, to make himself feel better. I'm not sure whether it works for him or not, but you know, to be such a negative character and attack so many people. I know that everybody in the YouTube community, after Daniel put the tweet out, and this other guy put a couple videos out, that they are like cockroaches leaving the boat type thing. And a lot of his friends are cockroaches, or ex-friends, or whatever, you know. There's that Jack D or Jack B. I don't even know he was talking with. I don't pay much attention. I know Snarky, you know, he's been on live streams with him. All of these things that, you know, don't these people understand what they're dealing with? And yes, Cory knows that I have this document, because as soon as I told Winston, Winston told Cory. You know, and I have proof of this because I kept it. I'm getting smarter as I get older. But the thing is that, you know, something had to have triggered this guy to turn into what he has turned in today. He's probably one of the worst people I've ever come across, and he thinks, and you know, and this is a thing that is really important to understand, that when you get a person that thinks they're smarter than other people, like he does, but everybody knows they're dumb as a stump, but they don't know that. So like, those are the ones that are really fucked up in the head, man. Like really, they don't understand. So this guy's putting out videos on people saying, he said this and he said that. Well, you know what? We said it first, so you're just regurgitating what we said. So, you know, how can that be exposing? How can that be, you know, I put out some videos in quarantine that I shouldn't have. I was breaking the rules. So I took those suckers down, and yes, the authorities came to me and said, you broke the rules, boy. You know, so, oh, sorry, I better take those videos down. And I told this on a live stream, and Dog Nuts comes along and says, "Ooh, you did this, you did," you know. So like, this last one with me leaving Hojilu drinking and stuff. Does Gweilo drink? Well, of course. And all these other turds. Yeah, Gweilo's a drunk. Well, I get drunk. I have been drunk. Whatever. I digress. It's not about me. It's about you, Cory. So I thought I'd do the first part of this in a park setting, because, yeah, it doesn't have to all be bad, guys. And the next part of this, I'm going to go home. I'm going to go sit in front of my computer, and I'm going to read the police report and give you my 2 cents about this police report. And then I'm going to post not the police report, not the documents. I want you as people to go and get those documents yourself. I can guarantee you that they're all true. I'm not going to give you names. I'm not of officers. I'm not going to give you addresses and social insurance numbers. I'm not going to do that. But I am going to give you the resources to go find this stuff on your own. It's only 17 bucks, guys. Any of you Americans out there, 17 bucks. It's like a big case of Budweiser beer. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back in my humble abode, and as I say, I didn't want to make this video. This is a rotten video, and but I think it's something that has to be told. I think people out there have to know what they're dealing with, and I'm going to do some commentary here. Not only that, but I'm going to read a probable cause statement by an independent Missouri Police Department officer, or actually 2 of them. So bear with me. I done took my sped reading course, but that's got to be like 50 years ago. So, and as I said before, I'm not going to name names of the officers. I'm not going to give addresses, social security numbers, anything like that. What I am going to do is I'm going to, after I'm done with this, In the description, I'll give you a PDF document where you can get all this information yourself. It's very simple, very straightforward. It costs you 17 bucks. Okay, let's get started. This is dated June the 3rd of 2014. So 6 years and 4 months ago, ish. I'm gonna call him Officer Black, Officer White. I think I'll call the veterinarian or Mr. Green, and you'll figure it out. Officer Black, a detective with the Independence, Missouri Police Department, knowing that false statements on this farm are punishable by law, state that the facts contained herein are true. I have probable cause to believe that on May 12, 2014 at 9:03 hours, race white male, it's got date of birth, address, I'm not going to give you that, Independence, Missouri, social security number, I'm not going to give you that, committed one or more criminal offenses in Jackson County, Missouri. The facts supporting this belief are as follows. On May the 12th, 2014, Officer Black and Officer White responded to an address for a residence check. Dispatch advised the calling party had not seen the resident for a week and that there was a foul odor coming from the residence. So nobody's seen this guy for a week and the place stunk. All right, that makes sense. Officer Black stated, as he approached the residence, he immediately detected an odor of decaying flesh. He approached the front door and made contact with the defendant, Cory Selby. Immediately after Cory opened the front door, Officer Black detected a strong foul odor coming from inside the residence. Officer Black looked through the front door and noticed several trash bags, loose trash, garbage, and food to be scattered on the floor. The defendant came outside and Officer Black asked what was dead inside the house. The defendant told Officer Black that one of his dogs had died and that it was in one of the bedrooms. The defendant walked the officer through the house and showed them the dead dog. Officer Black observed another live dog to be running around and ordered animal control and codes enforcement. Codes enforcement officer Green responded and immediately posted the residence unsafe to occupy, and animal control officer Blue took possession of the dog that was alive. Another dead dog was located in the basement of the residence and both deceased dogs were removed. So Cory Selby would be living with dead dogs in his house at this point. 2 dead dogs and 1 live dog. The live dog was taken away. The other 2 dogs, dead dogs, were removed. All right, let's go on. Animal control officer Blue located the deceased English bulldog laying in the back bedroom of the residence. She then located the deceased beagle mix in the basement. She found no dog food or water containers. She stated the defendant told her the English bulldog's name was Bruno and he had died a few days prior from unknown reasons. The defendant told her the beagle's name was Carmel and she died about a week prior. The defendant told Officer White he ran out of food about a week prior and usually feeds the dogs leftovers of food he eats, such as pizza and Chinese rice. He said he had not given the dogs water in 2 to 3 days and neither the defendant nor Officer White could locate a water bowl. Dr. Purple examined the remains of the 2 dogs. He stated that the Beagle Cross dog had been dead for several days, but had apparently been in a rather cool environment in the basement, so decomposition was not too bad. He said the dog was extremely emaciated with no body fat at all, and this can only happen from not eating for an extended period of time. The dog was not fed properly, or he was too sick to eat and not given proper care until he died of starvation. Dr. Purple stated the other dog appeared to be an English bulldog. Appeared to be an English bulldog. However, this dog was so badly composed, and you gotta understand, this dog was not in a trash bag, this dog was in the bedroom. Let's start over. Dr. Purple stated the other dog appeared to be an English bulldog. Appeared. It was... However, this dog was so badly decomposed and full of maggots, it was hard to tell much about the dog. This is in his bedroom. This is the type of person that we're dealing with here. Ew. The body had swelled so much, the skin had split. Just a second, I've got to go to a different page. The skin had split and started to peel off the body. It was impossible to tell anything about cause of death, but obviously this dog had been dead for several days to be in this condition. So this guy, Cory Selby, not only starved the beagle to death, the bulldog died of something, and that's disturbing in itself. That is really, really disturbing. But he was living with these dead dogs in his house. The one in the basement, yeah, that's really screwed up. But to have the dead bulldog full of maggots and bloated and stinking so bad that the neighbor had to call the police. What did it smell like in the house? And he was living in that house. What does a person go through in their mind See, not very often you get Gweilo 60, a lack of words, but what was going through his mind to be living like that in a house in Independence, Missouri in 2014. Oh, so he was charged with 3 counts of animal abuse. He pled guilty to all 3 counts. He got, I think, 180 days and he had to do some community service working in an animal shelter. He skipped out on his probation. He didn't do the work in the animal shelter, and he ran to China. I would imagine, and I can't prove this, but I would imagine, ooh, is that beer? Oh, yeah, that drunk Gweilo 60 is drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon on a Friday afternoon. Go figure. How evil of him to do that. Oh, that's so good. So, and I can't prove this, but I would imagine he ran away, well, he obviously ran away to China. And I would imagine that his visa ran up and he had to go do his biometrics back in the United States. He's got a warrant out for his arrest. He's not going to do his biometrics. So how the fuck is he going to get back to China? He's not. And that's a good thing. China doesn't need people like this. But the question is, and if you're in Independence, if you're in Kansas City, if you're in Missouri or Illinois, Quincy, Illinois, phone your local sheriff's department. Ask him to arrest this guy. He has an outstanding warrant. He needs to pay for these crimes that he has committed. That's my understanding of this. And for him to be able to go onto YouTube, and YouTube doesn't give a rat's ass. He's been reported a number of times to YouTube, and they just go, oh, that's just the way it is. You know what I mean? Like, well, so be it. But the idea that he figures that he's better than other people, that he can trash other people like Nathan Rich, drugs and whatever. But I think Nathan's got past that. He was only hurting himself. Cory Selby was actually hurting another sentient being. 2 dogs, 3 dogs. 2 of them died under his care from neglect, from just evil. And that is a wrong thing. Where Nathan, he's bettered his life. He's good.
Daniel Dumbro, smart as whip. He's got businesses around. Lee Barrett, doing the best he can. You know, Oli, same thing. Myself, well, I give a rat's ass what this fat fuck says. You know, it's the idea. I've run a collection agency for 25 years, guys. I've heard it all. I've seen it all. I've you know, and nothing really fizzes on me. I really didn't want to make this video, but I think if it was going to be made by anybody, I think being the older of the YouTubers, you know, the opinionated one, I think it sort of fell on my shoulders to do it, and that's just the way of it. You know, the Alex from Reporter Fire Media, you know, these people have done nothing wrong to this turd. And then you get all these little frickin' lackeys behind them. Oh yeah, you know, I don't even know, like I don't even watch, but the people that watch this guy, they must be as big a losers as this turd is. And I wish them all the best in their future endeavors. You know, I think Cory should go across Missouri lines, say, I made a mistake, here, I'll pay for my crimes, get it over with, get your life back together again, and do good. Make yourself a better person in the future. And I think that's probably the direction you should take. Take it from older guy. I know, I've been around the block a lot longer than you have, for sure. You're probably still in diapers when I started coming to China. But the idea that this shit that I've been reading is sick shit, and that your dad had to bail you out in 2014, a millionaire? My God, Martha. You know, the idea that you don't have a university degree, the idea that you don't have 30 houses. I read someplace where somebody says, well, if you are so rich, what about your teeth? How come they're so screwed up? Oh, I'm scared of dentists. No, you just didn't have enough money to, you know, start living your life and making your life better rather than fabricating something in your mind to try to be something that other people think other people want you to be. Be yourself. Don't be such a dick. Don't keep bashing people because of their beliefs. If we like China, well, that's our business. It's got fuck all to do with you and your little turds around you. I guess that's all I've got to say. This isn't a good video. I'm expecting it to be demonetized. I'm expecting to get a lot of flack from people. So be it. I got thick skin. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell, and don't forget to unsubscribe from this turd's channel, and anybody else that's been part of his little group of turds, unsubscribe from those bastards too. They don't deserve you guys. If you want to watch good people, watch good people. If you want to watch garbage. Anyway, have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Bye now.